Hi, my name is Daniel Davis, and you can find me at danieldavislmft.com. I'm going to talk today about anger management, which is a very important subject. So if you ever have conflicts in your relationship, whether you're married or not, they kind of get out of control, you say things you regret, or your partner says things you regret, it's important to really manage your anger, and so you minimize those kind of exchanges. So let me start with this quote from Roger Walsh. He says, "Anger is an emotion of enormous power, and that surveys show that people find it the hardest of all emotions to master." Of course, anger is natural, and sometimes we can use it for good, but more often it uses us. Once our anger arises, it can overwhelm us and even the best of our motives and obliterate clear thinking. This is a condition psychologists call cognitive incapacitation. So when we get angry, something happens to us, and it's like we regress in age, like we become a little kid, and we may say or do things that we wouldn't do on a regular day when we're our normal adult self. So how do I learn how to manage my anger? How can you do that? Well, first you want to learn to pay attention to your body. You want to notice how it feels in your body when you start to feel angry. Some people feel tightness in their jaw. Some people feel hot. Some people feel tension in their arms. So you want to pay attention to the signals that you're getting angry. And then you also, what's more important is to pay attention to the signals that you're feeling just a little angry or a little frustrated, because that's when you want to take yourself out of a situation when it's low. When it gets higher, when it gets to be rage, then we don't think very clearly, and so we may end up saying or doing things and we had a chance to leave when it was at a lower level. So we want to get to know what it feels like when we're angry and remove ourselves out of the situation. So if there's a person who is dangerous in your life, a person who you feel like may physically hurt you if you get angry, it's important to have a safe place to go, maybe a friend's house or a church or some safe place you know you can go to. So you want to have a plan if that's the case. So what's important to learn to do is to learn to interrupt your anger. So when you get to this safe place, this quiet place, you want to figure out kind of what happened. What is it that brought about this anger in you? And if you have a journal, that can really help you. Can help you kind of think through out on paper what happened to you. And you want to think about, first of all, what's the reality of the situation? Did somebody say something or do something? And really clarify what was the reality of the situation. And you want to write about that for a while. Just write about all your feelings, your thoughts. And the next part you want to work on is, how can I accept whatever has happened? And sometimes you can do that today. Sometimes it takes a while to do that. You can look at some of my other videos that might help, like being triggered, or emotional self-regulation, or brain balancing. Those are things that can help us feel calm. But just understanding the anger and understanding what we need to accept it can make a big difference, the thinking involved around that. So another thing that helps with anger also is, because we're dropping adrenaline in our body and cortisol, is to move. So when we feel angry, if we can get some exercise, if all we can do is walk stairs, or if we can run or ride a bike, it helps to just move and get that adrenaline out of your body, and that itself can really help us calm down. So some people have a hard time feeling their anger unless they feel full-on rage. Like from 0 to 10, they have to feel it at 10, if 10's the most anger they ever felt. They have to feel it that strong before they feel any. If that's the case, then I recommend you talk to a counselor or somebody you trust, somebody who knows something about mental health, so you can find a place to get help to to learn about your anger and to have a healthy relationship to your anger. This is Daniel Davis, and you can find me at danieldavislmft.com. Thank you.